Hi, in this video, I'm going to talk about Fusion Protocol, what it is, what's inside of it, why you should consider getting it. I think it is a pretty great offer, and also how I am going to sweeten the deal by you buying through my link. I am going to offer what I think is a pretty unique and excellent bonus to make it even better. I think there's a few pieces in Fusion Protocol that make it worth the price by itself, but I want to make it more of a no-brainer deal. And you can go tripled.link/fusion to go to through my link. There's the kind of the crux of what I am going to offer in my bonus is my top secret Operation Agency Empire plan. And I haven't talked publicly about this at all. And basically the plan is to build and sell a very scalable agency for $5 to $10 million, actually pretty rapidly. I think I finally have all the pieces of the puzzle to do this, and I'm starting to do this. I've started to do this recently, and OMG Fusion fits really, really, really well with this. This is a setup that it just fits really, really well with this. There's a few other things that I think will amplify what is already in Fusion, some pieces of the puzzle that I think not so much are missing, but that it can help in specific areas and amplify what you would already be doing. So what is Fusion Protocol? First of all, I want to make a point here that I think by itself is a reason to seriously consider this. Dan Anton's been doing stuff in the digital world for a really long time. He's never released an information product on what he does until now. And this is the first and only product, and what he gives in here is excellent, and I mean it's really, really good, and it's unique. It's his own setup, and I think by itself, just to be able to watch the videos that Dan Anton has in here, I think is worth the price of admission alone. Okay. They talk about an overall agency setup. They give a very specific agency setup, and I think that's great. A great plan, especially if you're just getting started out. You just follow exactly what they've given you. If you're more experienced, you can kind of take that and maybe tweak it a little bit to what you think fits for you. But at the same time, even if you are more experienced, I think that there's some validity to potentially just, hey, let's just run it back with what they have. So there's a heavy service systems and sales systems, but it's service systems. So systems and operating procedures, and basically setting up a streamlined system for how to service, how to provide the SEO to the potential clients. And this is where Dan Anton, his content shines a lot. Dan Anton and Joe both have a systems focus. I mean, Greg does as well, but not in the way that I'm meaning it here. But the way that Dan Anton talks about his systems, I've never seen anybody else talk about that way. And I'm a very systems guy, so I really enjoyed that. And I definitely think that there's some things that he talks about in there that I am happy to have heard that are going to help me improve my systems. And I already think I have really good systems, but at the same time, there's always room for improvement. That's the thing about systems. There's always room for improvement. And anybody who has really great systems, hearing them talk about it and give kind of step by step. He doesn't just like talk about like, oh, this is what I've done at a high level. I use this software, and I do this. He actually shows it. There's a lot of resources given. There's a lot of there's like checklists given to you that you can use to provide the services, which I think is quite excellent. They have a streamlined onboarding system that I really like, that really, really gets things going. They talk about Google My Business SEO, keyword research, on-page and off-page. So all the pieces of the puzzle that you need to provide a good service. And they have to, because one of the things that they're recommending with the overall agency setup is selling for $5.95 per month and I believe $9.95 per month. And they say that do this, like actually this is the sweet spot for a lot of businesses. And I mean, I think that that there's definitely a lot of validity to that. And that's why I'm talking when I said like, hey, just pick that plan. If you have more experience, maybe you can play with this a little bit. But this is such a sweet spot but it's also, to me, it's a really low price. So their systems have to be good, or else this would just not be profitable. And the way I have my business set up, I wouldn't want this price level, but that's because my systems aren't set up like theirs. And so there's some advantages that they have. And when you have a super streamlined system, you can charge. That's the only way that you can charge this and actually be able to really, because it's not just about selling, it's also about actually providing the result that the people are paying for. And I think that the sales system amplifies what's in the SEO client attraction system. So if you're already in the SEO client attraction system, I think that this really gives you like another point of understanding, another tool in your tool belt that will help you build your sales system. Okay. And then Michael Tesalona and Eric Brief do some sales machine type stuff. So it's not just about servicing. You got to be able to sell. You have to be able to sell. So they give some sales scripts. They give some appointment setting. There's lots of scripts and resources that they give. They do like what's the outline for your sales video and how do you sell. And then there's some over the shoulder type stuff in there. And there's this really unique section that I'm really happy that I really like, where Eric is under the hood section, and Eric is he's really good at asking smart questions and then processing that really quickly and asking more smart questions, and really getting to the point of what's important and what matters. And so there's I want to say they're about 30 to 60 minutes each of Eric grilling Joe, Greg, and Dan on all the pieces of what they do. And I think it's really pretty fantastic. So this is what the members area looks like, and I mentioned that there'll be a little bit of updating it over time, but overall it's already as it is. This resources is really good. This PDF, and just sort of like I've all the pieces inside here are actually, it's a very thorough and a fully complete product as it is right now. Okay, so there's a couple pieces here that this is now I'm getting into like the bonuses when you buy through my link. Bridging Fusion to the SEO client attraction system and the operation agency empire, which are they're very closely related. There's a lot in this that I use the SEO client attraction system to build this. Let's put it that way. But there's like an extra a few pieces of the puzzle that make this different. My point here isn't that, so I haven't successfully built and sold an agency for $5 to $10 million. So, which is why I don't have like an information product on just this. What I've done in here is this is what I've done and actually been successful with. But what I'm going to share with the people who buy through my link is my plan for this, which I feel very, very confident that will work. And it's very well aligned with Fusion. So sales machine. So actually traffic helps rank. So if you integrate your if you integrate your sales system with your website in the proper way, there's a few things that you can do to that will actually long-term help you rank. It'll give your website more authority. So there's a specific set of ways in which you can do that. It gives you more opportunities for some low-cost marketing. There's just a whole lot of benefits to using the sales machine, but doing it properly with a website, and it just amplifies your ability to sell, and it gives you more opportunities to sell. And then also some positioning for higher packages. So they did talk about the $5.95 and $9.95, and that's a 100% legitimate plan. But also, if you wanted to do higher prices, that's one of the things that I'm going to talk about. So with the service, I'm going to give, if you don't already have it, the full Max Power Productivity Program access, which gives all of my productivity tips that will help you understand like why certain pieces of Dan Anton's system and Joe's systems are helpful, which helps you use them better, and it helps you fit them into your own system. So their systems are excellent, and being able to identify the points of which really matter is going to help you use them better. Some team planning, so some like high level, especially on the service end. This is probably the area where I think the opportunity for for more is greatest in terms of like details. So I've hired lots of contractors over the years, and there's really not anything on this in Fusion. Again, this is not like a knock on Fusion. It's an excellent offer as it is, but no offer covers everything that you could possibly know. No offer is going to scratch your butt for you, and this is one thing that I think is going to really make you able to take this to the next level, take Fusion to the next level. So kind of like some shortcuts to hiring people, how to keep high performers around. Most people aren't high performers, but when you get those high performers, how do you keep them around? I have some employees that have worked for me for, man, it's so long, like some of the 3, 4, 5 years. I've got 4 contractors that have worked for me for that long. And so the efficiency of not having to retrain or hire somebody, and the trust that is built, and over and over again, them showing them that they're taking care of my customers, it's really great. So one of the shortcuts, I'm going to give you some of my job posting text, so for specific positions, but also for like team planning, like what positions do you want? Do you need in order to set this up? Because actually defining the positions and what the roles are is actually a very important step that helps guide all the other pieces. There's something I do that I've never seen anybody else talk about that I call connection training, that I do with all of my contractors, that I think really, really helps do this. Helps me, first of all, it helps them do a better job in the first place, but it also helps keep the high performers around. Getting things done training. So, you don't want to just, for every contractor, I have some getting things done training, and I'm going to share with you what I do for that. And how do I get them to be productive within the systems that I have? Like date stamping systems. It's sort of like, data stamping. I think I did that wrong. So for example, date stamping. How do they go about making sure to date stamp things and to document past, current, and future actions? How to like train them on SEO or other technical trainings? Like what are the trainings? How do I go about doing that? And I think that's something that is going to be very useful. So let me know if you have any questions, especially about the bonus. If you have specific questions about the product, I suggest contacting Mike Long. I think it's omg@omgmachines.com. For email Mike Long, or you can message him on Facebook. I can try to answer questions about the product as well, but I can't guarantee that I'll know everything. I haven't watched every video in there, so I can't say that I know every piece in there. I think I understand at a high level, and even some of the details what is going on in there. So let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching, and if you're interested, go to ddd.links/fusion. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.